Hey, good Sunday to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather update for this June the 2nd, 2013. Overall, not a bad day across eastern North Carolina. It was hot, muggy, breezy, pretty much on par what we were talking about yesterday across the east. Tomorrow, different story. We're going to be just a touch cooler, but also with rain showers in the forecast, and some of which could be on the heavy side. We'll talk about that and also what to expect for the rest of the week coming up here in the full update. Let's go ahead and take a few shots from the Skycam network this afternoon. Here's the look from the Seahawk Inn and Villas down at Atlantic Beach. A little breezy down there this afternoon, but sunny skies and temperatures right around the 80-degree mark, right on par what we were thinking today. Nice and comfortable. A little bit, some folks down there along the beaches. Tomorrow, probably not going to see that many people at the beach, considering the fact that, one, it's Monday, and two, we've got storms on the way. And here's the look from the Hampton Inn on Greenville Boulevard, looking back towards Hooker Road and back off to the east. A few puffy cumulus clouds. We're at 88 here in Greenville, right on par with the temperatures this afternoon here across eastern North Carolina. Tomorrow, like I said, going to be a different story. We're going to be seeing rain showers on these lenses tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow morning even across eastern North Carolina. Here's a look at the current upper air chart. Trough back off to the west. That's going to be swinging through here today, going through tonight and tomorrow. And you see some storms outbreaking across Georgia and South Carolina and also into the western portion of the state out towards the mountains and the foothills. Actually just saw a tornado warning down in South Carolina. They're not even underneath the risk area today, but they're seeing those storms moving through out there towards the Greenville-Spartanburg area this afternoon. And all that's going to make its way eastward, but I don't think we're going to have any issues as far as tornadoes are concerned. Now, considering the fact that we do have a little bit of wind shear, but not enough, and we do have the instability in place, the lift, and the moisture, severe weather is not out of the question, but it is on the low-end threat. I think the main issue is going to be a lot of rain. We're going to have some flooding issues across the east going into tomorrow afternoon. Here's a look at the current precipitable water values across the region, and you see we're kind of underneath about a 1.5 to 1 1/3 inch of water. Basically, the precipitable water value is how much water in the column of air, if you were able to squeeze all of it out, how much of it would fall out. We'd see probably about 1 1/3 inches here across eastern North Carolina. But look at all this moisture back off to the west. I mean, 1 1/8 1 8/10 of an inch of water in the atmosphere. We're looking at values possibly tomorrow upwards of maybe 1 3/4 to 2 inches across eastern North Carolina. So we're talking some heavy rains tomorrow afternoon, and with the slow flow that we've got going on in the upper atmosphere, these are going to be training storms. They're unidirectional. We're going to have issues where storms are going to train over the same areas over and over again. So very similar to what we had, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, where we had flooding out towards Belle Arthur and Farmville. That's going to be this type of setup that we're going to see. There's going to be localized pockets where we're going to see a lot of rain tomorrow, so be prepared for that. Alright, here's the look from the GFS, and here's our little shortwave back off to the west. That's going to be moving in here going into tomorrow. Right now we're fairly dry, obviously, as far as the rain showers are concerned, but obviously looking at the precipitable water values, and if you stepped outside, it's fairly humid today. All that's going to get wrung out going into tomorrow. It's been kind of a waiting process. We've been waiting for at least a little bit of forcing to come through the flow to squeeze out this moisture. It's been humid the last several days. Here's Monday, and there's our little trough coming through. And with the slow flow that we've got going on here, and not very much in the way of movement, there's not very much in the wide isoheights. That's going to be a recipe for slow-moving storms tomorrow. Main threats are going to be heavy rainfall, possibly upwards of 1 to 2 inches. Also, lightning. We've got a lot of instability in the atmosphere, so we're going to have some lightning possibly. Also, some small hail, and maybe 1 or 2 areas seeing a damaging wind gust. But overall, the severe weather aspect is not really there. I will mention that. We're not looking at a whole bunch of severe weather tomorrow. We're going to be looking at maybe 1 or 2 severe reports tomorrow, possibly. But overall, the severe weather outlook not looking likely for tomorrow. Main threat is going to be heavy rain, so you need to be prepared for that across eastern North Carolina for tomorrow. We'll fast forward into Tuesday, and most of the energy offshore by this point on Tuesday. This is 2 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, but we've got a little energy lagging behind, so I think that we'll see maybe just some cloud cover lingering around and maybe 1 or 2 showers still across the area. I think most of the rain's going to fall tomorrow night, and early on Tuesday. Then we start to clear out and come out of it as we head towards Tuesday afternoon. Here's Wednesday. That's going to be a dry day for us. I think maybe 1 or 2 showers, mainly south of I-40. But it's going to be a mainly dry day, westerly flow. That's a dry flow for us. It'll keep us dry that day. But look what happens as we head towards Thursday. We'll go forward here in time. And here's Thursday afternoon. Winds start to shift a little bit more southwesterly. That's going to be that driving force to get some moisture in here. And what we were talking about yesterday with that little piece of energy down near the Bay of Campeche, here it is. But the GFS now backed off on the thought of bringing a coastal low up the coast. Now, the 6Z run actually had the low, but the 12Z backed off completely, and it's gone. It's not even there anymore. We would possibly just see a hot, dry day that day if the GFS comes to fruition at this point. But still, with that southwesterly flow, we'll still see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms going in towards Friday as well. So Thursday and Friday, I think Thursday will be drier than Friday. Friday, a better chance for some showers and thunderstorms, but they will be scattered if the GFS comes to fruition. I'll show you the European here in just a minute of what it's depicting here in just a minute. Here's Saturday, and this is when we would have saw that low, and you don't see anything there. Flow out of the southwest, nothing going on at the surface either. A little piece of energy coming through that would spark maybe 1 or 2 showers and thunderstorms that afternoon. We'll call it about 20 to 30% chance if that comes true. Here's Sunday, shortwave down across the Gulf Coast. And Monday, that kind of moves over towards the east. That may be something to watch. Down to the surface, and once again, like we've been kind of saying, maybe 1 or 2 sprinkles today, but look what happens tomorrow. It's a deluge. Most of the rain showers, though, I think the heaviest rain shower is going to stay just to our north, but we're going to have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, so get ready for it. It's going to be a long day tomorrow. We may have some flooding issues tomorrow. I keep reiterating that. That's going to be the main issue for us tomorrow afternoon. Here's Tuesday. Most of the shower activity off the coast with the energy, but there's 1 or 2 showers still lingering around, so we'll keep mention of that through Tuesday. We'll keep a shower chance in the forecast, but mainly just some clouds lingering around at that point. Here's Wednesday, dry day, maybe a shower south of I-40, but it's going to be a mainly dry day. And here's that moisture trying to get its act together down to the south. That's what we were talking about. This is part of the remnants of hurricane and tropical storm Barbara that came out of the eastern Pacific and kind of meandered around south of the Bay of Campeche earlier this week. The remnants are trying to get its act together now. But once again, like I said, the GFS has backed off completely on that idea of actually making something out of it. Here's Thursday, and we've got a few showers and thunderstorms. Once again, this would be a scattered look. This is not going to be an all-day rain. Maybe 1 or 2 showers, thunderstorms across the area. We'll call it about a 20% chance. Temperatures in the 80s. And overall, the temperatures will be a little bit cooler than what we've seen over the past several days. Here's Friday. Once again, scattered activity. You see some heavier moisture trying to move up through here. That's going to be that little push of moisture from the remnants. But look at Saturday. What we were looking at yesterday, completely different. It was talking about a full-blown cyclone right off the coast. Here's Sunday. Mainly dry with a few showers. And then here's Monday, and we're dry with high pressure on top of us. Now here's the 12Z European outlook, and I wanted to show you this because there is some disparity in the models. It's got a good handle on what we're expecting today and tomorrow. That's good news. Even for Wednesday, Thursday, good look. And here's Friday. Here's Friday morning, and we've got a low coming up the coast. This is the same look that it had yesterday. Very consistent in its thinking about this. Now, consider this is in a 12-hour loop, basically. This is now looking at Saturday. morning. The low well up the coast at this point, but still that would be a breezy day for us. I'm going to keep a chance for showers and thunderstorms in the forecast and call it breezy, but we're not talking tropical at this point just because of the fact that there is so much uncertainty with the models. Now, if I showed you the Canadian model, it has a full-blown cyclone coming up the coast. That would scare everybody. Once again, we're going to keep it as showers and a few thunderstorms on Friday and Saturday and call it breezy. With the disparity of the models, it's just not. I'm just not confident enough to go there just yet. But we will make mention of that going into towards the weekend. That's going to do it for me this afternoon. Next update here, probably by about 2 or 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be in tomorrow and Tuesday for Chief Meteorologist David Sawyer. And we'll be on the TV side tonight at 6, as well as 10 o'clock on the CW. And we may be running a tad bit late on the WNCC side tonight at 11, but we'll be coming on this evening. And then you can tune in with meteorologist Dante Jones for morning edition at between the hours of 5 and 7. Have a great evening and stay dry tomorrow, and keep a close eye on any rapidly changing conditions across eastern North Carolina.